James Prescott from Georgetown, Texas.
And I'm Jean Prescott.
Well, what started it was about 5 years ago, we were watching YouTube videos, and there was a guy called Venture Forward who had a Jeep. And we had a Jeep, and we had a 4Runner, and we thought that'd be really cool to have a rooftop tent live in a Jeep. And then we thought after a while, well, maybe not. So we started looking at other YouTube videos and looked at off-road trailers, started looking at vans, and the problem that I had was I'm 6'3", and all the vans go east and west, and so there was nowhere really for me to stretch out in a bed. And so we kept looking, and I'd given up, and then Jean found Vandoit.
We had looked at so many different things over like 5 years.
Yeah.
And it started like things to pull, different kind of trailers. We started with something from Australia, that Conquer, a huge deal. That was awesome.
Yeah, huge off-road trailer.
No, then we thought, no. So we went through several different trailers. We even had a deposit on one at one time, and then we decided, no, that's not going to work. So then we looked at a pickup with a camper in the bed.
Yeah.
And we thought that, and then we thought, no, we should look at a van. And so, but I hated the look. I hated the idea that you're just taking your house with you. I didn't like the super glossy, they seem to be just so.
They were kind of rigid.
Over the top,
Yeah.
kind of like it's just your little house, and it didn't feel like rugged to me. I just thought that it just didn't feel right. So we were looking at all the things that would come out on YouTube's, the 10 best camper vans. We'd watch those all the time. And then I just was searching online one time, and somehow I saw Vandoit. And I showed James, I said, this is it. This looks just like what we want.
And what made that really an easy choice is both of us are backpackers. We've been backpacking since, high school, college. And so we kind of made that transition from carrying everything around and sleeping on the ground. We thought, we need to get off the ground. And so the Vandoit was a lot like backpacking because you can change the interior. You can change your pack, so to speak, with the trip you're taking and who's going with you. The other vans we looked at, what you see is what you get, and you can't change anything.
We really liked the idea too that we could put the seats back in if we needed a passenger van. So that was appealing. Changing up the beds. We've tried different bed scenarios, and it's just great to try different things and see, because you can pack it all different ways depending on what you choose.
Yeah. Well, we started off with just having one double bed. We had the Do. So with the Do, it's kind of an open framework. It's like having an artist concept where you can decide what you want to do. And so the first time we had one top full-size bed, and that was our first trip. We used the bottom backside of the van as a garage. So we had everything underneath the bed, and we also had a passenger seat behind our front seats. And that was the first trip, and that worked out really well. But then we decided we could actually have more room if we did bunk beds, because then we could walk up and down the length of the van.
It feels bigger.
It feels bigger
more
that
spacious.
way. And so we stuck with the bunk bed model, and now we have storage things we put underneath the bunks, and then we have that little hallway to walk, from the back of the van to the front of the van.
And easier to get in and out of bed for sure. So then to drive, we put everything on the lower bed, all our soft gear, and we have those large pack gears with the drawers, the zipper drawers that are the canvas, and so we just hang those at night along the back. They both hang side by side, and so everything's out of the way to sleep.
That's what's so cool about the framing is you can hang everything you have.
We love we can hang everything.
And you can mix and match colors or whatever you want to do to make it yours. The only thing that changed, originally we had the larger kitchen pod, and before we took delivery we changed that to the small one to give us more room. So that was how we did that.
We did add the shelf because there's a separate shelf that can be attached. So we added the shelf last year.
Yeah.
Which gave us, and then when we first picked it up, we didn't have the fold-up counter.
That's
So
right.
they added that last year for
Yeah.
us, and also that shelf, which is great. It's great. Everything to just prep our food, we use the fold out because we usually just plug in our little heat up pan
Yeah.
to heat up whatever dinner or lunch. Well, we use sandwiches for lunch. So we put our Keurig in the morning up on the shelf, and then to do breakfast, we have the beside the sink, the little counter that folds up to put the little fry pan on, and we do eggs and sausage, and we have a little toaster to do waffles, frozen waffles.
Yeah, we
Toast.
have an induction cooktop that we sometimes use, but it's amazing. There's a lot of things you can find and that you can cook with inside a van that make it simple.
That'll cook just about everything.
Yeah.
Because we come prepared with frozen, already done grilled chickens, cut up for salad or with rice, and so usually it's pretty easy. We
Just heat it up.
We don't do a lot of heavy duty cooking.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
And I
It's
think
so
the nice thing is we can have fresh produce and fresh vegetables
That's what's
every
the best.
night, you know.
Because we have that large Dometic, and we use half for frozen and half, so we can stop along the way and resupply all our fresh, fruits and salad things, and then we always bring enough frozen, different selection of meat, different things to make dinners with, and
It's
stuff like
really,
that.
we're able to prepare the same meals in the van that we prepare at home.
what we eat at home.
Yeah, we do.
Well, what we've done just made it really homey, just with colors and things like that, but it's just so comfortable. We put foam toppers on the mattresses, and just the fact that we can have our usual coffee, our usual things that we like to eat, and it's so comfortable. And the fact that the seat swivels, we're really comfortable at night because I can get up in the top and just have a pillow, read up there, perfectly comfortable. We can watch TV.
Yeah, we also found another, it's like a big stadium seat, a big padded stadium seat, and we sit that on top of the Dometic, and that's another chair for us to sit in if we need it. And so it's very
so we can
comfortable.
both face front, like if we want to watch YouTubes or something like that.
Yeah.
Date night in the van?
Date
Yeah.
night with a glass of wine. How did you know? It's really, we're trying to, I've been pretty much on the top because it just seemed like it was easier for him to get out on the bottom.
And then I went camping with a friend about a month ago, and he didn't want to be on the top, so I got on the top bunk, and I'm kind of like, this is pretty nice up
He
here.
liked it up there. So
Penthouse.
we can switch.
So on this trip, we might switch around and see what we think.
Yeah, we might switch it.
Waiting is the hardest part, and trust the process.
We had a long wait.
Yeah,
About a year and a half.
we ordered ours during COVID, so things are a little bit slower.
Yes, 18 months, I think.
Yeah, but trust the process. The people at Vandoit, what they tell you, you can take it to the bank. If they tell you that it's Christmas, go buy some presents, because it's whatever they say is true. And just be patient, but more importantly, know that the van you buy, that however it looks today, you can change the inside of that fairly easily, where if you get another van, it is what it is, and if that bed's too short, it's going to stay too short. If that spot's too crowded, that spot's not going away. And it's just, and plus, you have this family of other van owners, the Facebook page. There's so much information out there, and everybody freely shares it. If you go to a Vox, you're going to learn even more, make new friends.
Yeah, that's
I guess the last thing I would say on that is there's not a perfect anything out there, but in what we spent 5 years looking for, this is as close to perfect for us that we could find.